Okay, now we are on the last part for chapter 3, which is we are going to learn how to use a trapezoidal rule. Okay, the same thing as Newton-Raphson method, there are a few steps that you have to learn. So basically, what is a trapezoidal rule? For this subtopic, we are basically going to estimate the area under the curve, but now we are going to use the sum of area of n trapeziums. Okay, as you can see here, this is our curve, so this is the area under the curve. So but for this part, let's say we split this into a few rectangles. Okay, put aside all the complicated things, let's just go straight to the formula here. So this is the formula for trapezoidal rule. So as you can see here, it's a little bit complicated, but let's simplify this equation. Okay, just remember as integrate, let's write here, AB fx dx is equals to h over 2 a plus 2b. Okay, so this is gonna be your a and this is gonna be your b. Okay, so this is your a and this is your b. So just remember your formula, h over 2 a plus 2b. So that is your trapezoidal rule. So what is a, what is b? We are going to see that later. Okay, and this one you have to remember, you have to memorize this. Your h is equals to b minus a, and n is the number of equal width subintervals. Okay, so the first thing that you have to do is, your step 1 is you have to write this formula. Okay, you have to find your h first. Okay, so your h is equals to b minus a over n. So that is your first step. The second step is we are going to draw a table. So what's the table for? We are going to look for that later. And the third step is we are going to use the formula for the trapezoidal rule. As I said earlier, we are going to use this formula. Integrate a b fx dx is equals to h over 2 a plus 2b. Okay, alright, don't worry, there is no integration involved in this question. Maybe there is, but for basic question, there is no integration. Okay, so the fourth step here is you are going to write your final answer. Okay, there are a few keywords that you have to remember. Your keywords, which is your keyword to find your h. Okay, keyword to find your h. If the question said k subinterval, that means your n is equals to k. Okay, as you can see here, if you want to find your h, you have to put b minus a, b and a is your limit. Your n is depends on the question. If the question said 5 subinterval, that means your n is equals to 5. But if the question said k strips, so it's gonna be the same. Your n is equals to k as well. Okay, but if the question said k ordinates, your n is gonna be k minus 1. Okay, so if the question said 5 ordinates, that means your n is equals to 5 minus 1 is 4. Okay, so this is all the basic things that you have to know for trapezoidal rule. Okay, let's go straight to example 8. So the question said, evaluate integral of ln x from 1 to 5 using 4 strips by using trapezium rule. Okay, correct your answer to 3 decimal places. So there are few keywords that you have to take note here. So here said 4 strips and 3 decimal places. Okay, so the first step is we have to find our h. Okay, by using the formula, h is equals to b minus a over n. So this is your a, this is your b. Okay, now your n is equals to, let's just write everything here. We have a is equals to 5. Our a is equals to 1. B is equals to 5 and our n is equals to, the question said 4 strips, keyword, if k strip, n is equals to k. That means our n is equals to 4. Okay, put everything into the formula for your h. We have equals to 5 minus 1 over 4, which is we have 1. Okay, 4 over 4 is equals to 1. Okay, so that is our h. Okay, now for step 2, we have to draw a table. So this is going to be your step 2. Okay, so what's going to be in our table? So this is the value of x, or xn. Okay, and this is going to be your y. Your y is here. Okay, everything in the integral. So that means y is equals to ln x. Okay, so here is going to be the value for your x. So start with your a. Starts with x equals to a, and it's going to end with x equals to b. Okay, so our a is 1, our b is 5. So now x naught is equals to 1. Okay, we are going to start with x naught, which is, this is the value of a. Okay, what will happen next? What is your value of x1, x2, x3? You are going to add your h here, okay, to find the next value. So your h is 1. That means the next value is 1 plus 1 is 2. And your x2 is equals to 3. Your x3 is equals to 4. Your x4 is equals to 5. So this is where you stop, okay, because you already arrived at your b. Okay, so remember, start with a, ends with b. This one you have to plus your h. Okay, now we are going to fill in this part here, but not everything. You are going to fill only this part, and all this part here. Okay, so look back at our formula. Here we have y naught plus yn. Okay, so this is 0. So that means this is our y naught. And this is the last one. This is our yn. Okay, so that means this is the sum of our values here. So this gonna be our a. Okay, and the formula here, y1 plus y2 plus y3 until yn minus 1. That is all the value from here. Okay, and that's gonna be our b there. Okay, so basically it is the same formula lah. Okay, so now we are going to fill in this table here. How? Just simply substitute the value of x into your y. Okay, so we substitute ln 1 here, which is we will get 0. Ini kita kosongkan. Okay, we are going to kosongkan yang ini. Tak perlu isi pun. Tak payah dash pun tak apalah. Biar je macam tu kosong. So here we are going to substitute 5 into here, which is ln 5. Okay, press your calculator. Ln 5, what you get? We have 1.6094 something here. But remember, check back your question. The question said 3 decimal places. For this subtopic, make sure in working step you have to put extra 1 decimal places. Okay, so in table must have extra 1 decimal places. Okay, if the question said 3 decimal places, everything in the table has to be 4. Okay, 5, 6, 7 tak apa. Okay, yang lebih tak apa, yang penting jangan kurang. So here's gonna be ln 5 is equals to 1.6094. Okay, so now we are going to fill in this part here. So here is ln 2, which is ln 2 is equals to 0.6931. Okay, here is 1.0986, and here is 1.3863. Okay, so this is our table. Okay, fill in the first and the last one, and everything in the middle for the next column. Okay, so now what are you going to do is we are going to add up everything. Okay, sum everything up. So 0 plus 1.6094, we have 1.6094. Sum everything on this column here, we have 3.17780. Okay, remember extra 1 decimal places from what the question asks. Okay, so now we complete the table here. Okay, the table is complete. So let's go to the next step, which is we are going to use the formula here. Okay, h over 2 a plus 2b. So we are going to write the formula. So here is our step 3. We write the equation first. Kita turun bawah sikit lah. Step 3. So the question is integrate 1 to 5 ln x dx is equals to h over 2. So your h is equals to 1. Okay, so that means 1 over 2. Okay, big bracket a plus 2b. So this is the value of a, this is the value of b. So 1.6094 plus 2 multiplied by 3.1780. Okay, so a here, b here, h here. Okay, so now what you are going to do is everything put in your calculator. Okay, put everything in your calculator, you should get your final answer, but remember to put it in 3 decimal places, and the final answer here should be 3.983. So that is how we use trapezoidal rule. Okay, so very easy. Okay, so now I am going to show you how to use a table. How to use your calculator to calculate the table. Okay, to calculate everything in the table here. Okay, we are not going to waste time by calculate everything. Kalau soalan macam ni, dia just tulis ln 2, tak jadi masalah lah. Okay, it's easy. But if you have a long equation, so it's easy to use your calculator. So now, take out your calculator. Okay, so the first thing that you have to do is you have to press mode. Okay, first thing is mode. Saya tulis kat sini siap-siap lah. Okay, first you have to press mode 7. Okay, so this is mode 7, which is table there. Okay, so now the calculators ask for the fx. Okay, so your fx is this thing here. Okay, we are going to input ln x. So you just press your fx, which is the value of y, and next the calculator asks for the value for your start. Start is the value of a, n is the value of b. Okay, so value of a start is 1. So start is value of a, and then kita press equal. The calculator asks for the value of n, which is n is your value of b, and then you press equal. The calculator asks for step. Okay, step is the value of your h. So our value of h is 1. Okay, 1. So we are going to press equal there. So there you go, your table is there. Okay, but remember, as you look at this table, dia tak asingkan the column. Okay, this is your value of x as what we write here, and everything for your y is put in one column. Okay, but you can just separate. Here is your y1. Okay, and the last one is here, 5. Okay, and the last one is here. Okay, kamu boleh pergi kepada calculator tu supaya boleh tengok the value. Okay, boleh tekan kiri kanan ni. So for this column here, we have 1.3863, and the next one, and the next one. Okay, so you can just copy the value there and put on your table. So it's easier instead of kita kira satu-satu. Alright, so that is how we use your calculator to for your table. Alright, so next, let's focus on the next example. Here we have used the trapezoidal rule with 5 ordinate to evaluate that integral correct to 3 decimal places. So there are 2 keyword here, 5 ordinate, 3 decimal places. Okay, so let's write everything. What we have our a is equals to 0. B is equals to 0.8, and our N is equals to, here's we have 5 ordinates. Remember the keyword, if the question give us ordinate, you have to minus 1 to get your N. So that means our N is equals to 4. Okay, so we have everything. Let's just go to the first step, which is we are going to find our H. So the formula for H is equals to B minus A over N. Okay, so that's gonna be 0.2. So the next step is we are going to use the table here. So this is the value of x, this is the value of y, which is y is the integral here, exponent x square. Okay, so this is the value of your x naught, which is start with a. Our a is 0. Okay, start with a, and then we are going to add h along the row here. So to get your x1, we have to plus with h. So 0 plus 0.2, we have 0.2 here. Okay, the next one plus h lagi. So 0.2 plus 0.2, we get 0.4, and here we get 0.6, and here we get 0.5. Okay, so that's how you know where to stop, because we have the value of b here. Okay, so now let's use our calculator. Take out your calculator so we can input this value. Okay, right, reset dulu. Here we have mode 7, which is stable. So calculator asks for fx. Our fx is exponent to the power of x. Okay, x ialah alpha, yang ini, square. Okay, press equal, and then start is the value of a, which is our value of a is 0. Press equal, n is the value for b. Our value of b is 0.8 equals to, step is step is h. Okay, jangan salah our step is h. So our h is 0.2, and then press equal. Okay, so let's check our x here. We have 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8. Okay. Alright, so now let's put our y here. The first one, remember this is the only part that you have to fill in the first row here. I mean in the second row. So here is 1. Okay, so let's go to the last one. Okay, so we have 1.89648. Okay, the question asks for 3 decimal places. Now we are going to put 4 decimal places here. So that means we have 1.8965. Okay, so here, the second last one, we are going to put 1.4333, and up 1.1735, up 1.0408. Okay, so now we are going to add up the row, this one plus this one. So that's going to be 2.8965, and we are going to sum everything on this row here, this column here. It's going to be 3.6476. Okay, so remember this is your A, this is your B. So the next step is to write the formula, which is we have the question 0.8 exponent x square dx is equals to, the formula is h over 2 a plus 2b. Okay, so our h is 0.2. So 0.2 over 2. Our a is 2.8965. 2.8965 plus 2. Our b is 3.6476. Okay, put everything in your calculator. You should get 1.019. Okay, remember the question said 3 decimal places. Okay, so once again, this is your H, this is your H, this is your A, this is your A, and this is your B, this is your B. Okay. Alright, so let's see the last part. Last example. Let's just go this quickly. We have the question here. The keyword is 4 strips and 4 decimal places. So we have our A equals to 3, B equals to 5, our N is equals to 4 strips. It's just the same, 4. Okay. So first step, you have to find your H. So H equals to B minus A over N. So that's going to be 2 over 4. We have 1 over 2. Okay, moving on to the table here. So this is our X, this is our Y, square root 1 plus X. Okay, start with X not equals to A. Okay, so we are going to add H along the way. So your X1 is equals to 3 plus 1 over 2, should get 3.5. X2 equals to 4. X3 equals to 4.5. X4 equals to 5. Okay, so you can stop there because we arrive at our B. Okay, now put everything in your calculator. Okay, so your fx is square root 1 plus x. Press equal. Start is the value of A. So our A is 3. N is the value of B, which is 5. Step is the value of H, which is 1 over 2. And that's going to be your table. Check our X. Is that correct? Yes. Alright. So don't forget, this is this part only that you have to fill in. So the first one is 2. The last one is 2.44. Berapa tu? Kat sini ialah 4 decimal places. That means we have to put 5. So 2.44949. Okay. Atas dia, jangan bubur dekat sini. Bubur dekat sini. So here is 2.34521. Here is 2.23607. And atas dia is 2.12132. Okay, add everything up. We have 4.44949. Here is 6.70260. And we have all the values. Now just put everything in the formula. Step 3 is our formula. Integrate 3 to 5 square root 1 plus x dx. So the formula is h over 2 a plus 2b. 6.7260. Okay, press everything in your calculator and the final answer we should get 4.4637. Which is 4 decimal places as what the question asked. Okay, so that is how we do trapezoidal rule. So what's the difference if you solve this by using the definite integral method? Okay, so sometimes there's gonna be a little bit different. Okay, there's gonna be error. So basically the error is the error lah. Okay, kamu solvekan by using definite integral minus with the approximate value. Here you are going to get the error. Okay, so that's it, and here's the final exit ticket for this chapter. We only have 2 exit tickets for this chapter because it's very short and simple. And that is all. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.